Here, I'll just be over here like this, Heather. I'll just kind of.
Okay, so you're asking me to carry the show then? All right, hello and welcome to Tinkering with Tech. I'm your host, Heather, and that guy over there is just sick. So we'll just ignore him. No, I'm glad that you're upright.
Yes, that's positive, right?
It is positive, yeah.
I like to think that that's positive. Yeah, absolutely.
I am so excited about today's guest. I don't even want to talk about you being sick because I know you're sick of being sick. So we're not going to.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
But today's guest is so awesome. I cannot wait to have her be here and share with us about YouTube analytics, Miss Ileane Smith.
There you go.
Very excited to have you here.
Hello, everyone. Awesome. Hello, beautiful people. How's everybody doing?
I love it. I love it. Even before Michael ever gets to ask his question anymore, everybody already comes out to the thing telling us where they're from. So I love it. I love it.
There. Where are you from? So, Eileen, tell everybody where you're from.
I am from Philadelphia, PA.
Love it. Love it.
Yes.
Ron. Hey, it's Canada Day. It's Canada.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about Canada Day. Congratulations, you guys. Oh, so great to see everybody here.
Flo says hello. Hello, Jolyn. All right. They love having you here too, just like we do.
I don't even know if you know this, Miss Eileen, but do you know that I'm actually from Williamsport, Pennsylvania?
Yes, I remember you saying that.
Okay, I think I told you that.
Still think that's amazing. Yes.
How long were you there, Michael? How long were you there before?
I was 5 when we left.
So you were 5. Okay. I didn't know if. I mean, lots of people are born somewhere and then like they never really lived there. You know,
that's true. That's kind of 5 years. But my grandparents and everything else and all the other family were there too. So a lot of times I was always coming back there, and then it's a home of Little League Baseball, so I was always coming back that way. So anyway, this isn't about me.
Right. No, let's get into analytics.
Go ahead.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Eileen?
Yes, I am ready.
Let me do something first really quickly because I want to screen share. This is pretty cool too, and I'm going to just boast you a little bit. See here? This is Miss Eileen or EileeneSmith.com. I just call you Miss Eileen, but you are so diverse in so many different things in what you do, and you always keep up with all of this stuff. I mean, it's like
I wonder when she sleeps because I see her on Twitch at a ridiculous hour.
I know. I'm just like that. Yeah. But what a beautiful, very concise, to the point website. You do a really good job with that. I just wanted to tell you that. And of course, your YouTube channel, same thing. You got lots of viewers and views and stuff like that. So what a great way, really, to segue right into what we're talking about, the analytics on YouTube, right?
Yes. And I am very close to a subscriber milestone. So please subscribe.
Oh, you're coming close to 10,000, aren't you?
That's the milestone that I'm talking about. I got my little graphic going there. Let me turn it off.
No, leave it on. Leave it on. We subscribe to Eileen. Help her get over
I get distracted.
Yeah, they won't.
All right. Okay. So I realize that a lot of you are maybe dipping your toe in the water over on YouTube, and you may also be someone who's been there for a while, but it just never bothered with analytics because who needs numbers?
That's Heather. That's
what I said before you came into the channel.
You did. You said that.
I go almost verbatim. It's like you were listening.
Mm-hmm.
So I want what my goal is today, guys, is to introduce those who have never really gone into analytics, where you can get like quick hits, quick wins.
Okay.
And what you can focus on when you go over there.
Oh,
so how does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. All right. So if we can do screen sharing, then I will try to figure out how to navigate here. I'm not all that great with the navigation. All right. So the first thing you want to do is go over to your YouTube studio, which is the same thing as YouTube analytics. Okay. And you're going to go to the dashboard. On your dashboard, there's 3 columns, but I only want you to focus on the first one and the last one. Now, there's other good information on there, but we're not trying to go down rabbit holes, right? We're trying to go in there, find out what's performing, what's doing well, right? And what's our standing. Like, we should always have in the back of our mind, like, how many subscribers we have, or maybe that our latest video got so many views, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So keep those things in the back of your mind. And hey, Roz. All right. So I have put a little red rectangle around the very first thing you should look at is your latest video. Your latest video. So what YouTube's going to do. First, let me say that if you're someone who does live streaming, like the rest of us, Mr. Iceman himself, Michael. I know he has to keep cool because he's.
I'm sorry.
Look at that. Good day, mates. Coming through with the super chat. Rise. Okay, so your latest video really is going to be talking about your uploads. There it is.
Oh, how sweet.
Rose is so sweet. She's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be talking about uploads in this. Now you're going to, even if you've done a live stream, your live stream will appear in this first rectangle as well. But it's going to give you a little bit more data for your uploaded videos, because it'll tell you where you rank based on your last 10 videos, where this current video works compared to the last 10 uploads.
Okay.
It's not, YouTube really doesn't want to mix your live with your uploads.
What you did 3 years ago or what you did on a live stream yesterday, those things are totally different.
Right.
Okay.
And now we're gonna come to that too, because they may come up in this next little section that I want you to see. Okay. But I really want you to think about, okay, this is what I'm doing now. I've learned all this stuff. I've watched tons of videos. I've been trying to make my videos better and better and better over time. Am I doing that? Okay. So maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but the point is for you to recognize and acknowledge whether you are or you're not. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Because sometimes you're just like, I don't care. It's YouTube. It's okay. I just wanted to put that up there, for my friends. That's that's absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. I just want you to be aware of the potential. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So the next one that I want you to look at is that last one, which is that last column there where I've drawn the red rectangle, is your channel analytics, because that's telling you how many subscribers you've had. And then a little footnote under that is how many you got in the last 28 days. You don't really have to pay attention to that number if you don't want to. And even the summary. Now, go to the bottom of that box and you'll see the top videos.
Okay.
This is real time. Your top videos for the last 48 hours. So that doesn't have to be any of the last 10 that you uploaded. It could be ones that are in your archives, ones that are really the ones that are keeping your channel going. And maybe this is what you should focus on. So for me, for example, I have, I know it's small, you guys can't see it, my Facebook avatar tutorial, StreamYard mobile video, the one I did yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Which is really cool to see the latest video being in the top 3 there.
It is.
And one for how to go live on Twitch without OBS. All the OBS people are like, boo hiss. But everybody else is like, thank God somebody did it without OBS. Hallelujah. You don't know how many people in the comments have come by and tell me how much they love me because of the video. Okay, so there you go on that overview. Once again, you're seeing those top videos there. Okay, so the analytics now, because we were on the dashboard before, now there's a navigation on the left-hand side. We've left the dashboard. Okay, I don't want to get all this in the screenshot because I think you guys are pretty much familiar with what it looks like. And then there's a tab on the left that takes you right to the analytics. So then this is going to be the overview. Remember, guys, this is important because we're going to switch in a minute. This is your channel overview, not a specific video, but we are going to get into a video very shortly. Okay, so once again, you're seeing just a general overview of stuff and your real-time stats and those top 3 videos once again. All right, so this is really important to track for someone who really is interested in growing their channel and is really kind of like focuses, even if it's not your number 1 priority, like maybe Facebook is your number 1 or Twitch is your number 1, but you're really like, look, I'm spending this time on YouTube and I know YouTube is good for visibility. So I do care about YouTube. Then you definitely want to look to see where your subscribers are and those real-time views and those top 3 videos. Okay, so notice that I was on the overview tab. All right.
It's still on the 28 days though, right? We're still in that
correct.
same
Correct.
Right.
But I'm glad you brought that up because that is just this is a good time to just let everyone know you can change in the upper right-hand corner. You're able to change the date range. You can do 7 days, 30 days, last year, last month, custom, whatever you want to do.
That's a great point. I mean, that's a great point. Do you look at how do you personally, when you're analyzing do you look at 90 days or do you just kind of look at the 28 days?
I could spend a couple hours looking through my YouTube, but I don't want y'all to do that. Okay?
No, I was just curious. Curious.
Yeah, but for me, I usually do a little bit of a deep dive. In fact, I would probably click see more underneath where I have this arrow pointing, where it's a see more at the bottom.
Right.
That's going to give me my last, I believe it's my last, I'm sorry, the top 50 real-time views video. No, maybe it's 25 of that. So it's telling me what people are watching right now in the last 48 hours and the last 60 minutes. What are people watching right now?
That's awesome.
And it could be, guys, I have like almost 400 or over 400 videos on my channel. So it could be one that's from 2012, 13.
Yeah, so that is one of the questions I have. So you're looking at that information, you're seeing what people have been watching the last 2 days on your channel. Should you be doing stuff that is from 4 years ago then? Or
you're like, okay,
you know what you might want to do is repurpose one of those videos.
Here's that answer that nobody likes to hear. It depends. It depends. Okay, so for example, one of the popular topics, we're kind of jumping ahead for this, but that's okay. One of the popular topics on my channel, and I've got, I think, 2 or 3 videos about Facebook watch parties.
Oh, okay.
Facebook watch parties. I have said everything that there is to possibly say about Facebook watch parties.
Don't look so disgusted, Eileen.
Okay. Like, I want to
right?
do another video about watch party. I really do, because they're great for my channel, but there's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
So I would be, in a sense,
Valid point.
I would
Valid
be, in a
point, though.
sense, competing with myself.
Yeah.
Valid
Right.
point.
Right? I
Right.
would be getting, Google and YouTube are both sending me traffic for that term, Facebook watch parties. I'm getting tons of traffic, especially when we first went into this phase that we're all in right now, this phase of
Right.
life.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a big thing. And then there's one thing that doesn't work anymore, because you used to be able to go live in a watch party. Well, you can't anymore. Of course, Facebook never explains these things. But anyhow, my point is, so I could do another video to say, no, that's not working anymore, but there's no joy in that for me. Okay. So, you want to be able to not only serve your audience, but you also need to serve yourself. Because if you don't feel good about your videos, your channel, then what's the point?
I mean, that makes that's a great point.
Yeah.
It is. That's a great point. And, just overkill doing the same video over and over and over and over.
And over. But, like I said, I mean, I could say how to do a Facebook watch party if you're on a boat, but like, who cares?
Yeah.
All right. So the audience is chiming in. So Richard says, I would think if people are watching it now, there must be an interest, and you might want to put out something in that direction or renew an old video. Andrew says, if they're watching old stuff, maybe it means they're trying to find new stuff on that subject, and your video needs updating.
Right now, if the video needs updating, that's when I do it.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's a good time
So,
to, because
do you go back and watch those videos, or do you have a thing that says this is exactly what I said in that video and that stuff doesn't work anymore? Like, do you know that when you look at a video of yours, one of your older videos? I'm
sorry. Ask that question again.
Okay. I'll pretend that I asked it correctly the first time. So you, for example, Facebook watch party thing, and you know that there's a piece of that doesn't work anymore, that one thing. Do you know that looking at that video that they're watching right now, that there is a piece in there that is now broken and you should probably update that?
Oh, you know how I know?
Yeah, how?
Good question. I'm glad you asked that. My audience.
Yeah.
I have so many, I can't believe other people aren't reading the comments. I have so many comments of people saying, it's not working for me. I don't have that little icon. How come do you think it's because I'm on Android? Do you think it's because I'm in Australia or whatever? It's so many comments. That's how I found out that it didn't work, because it's not like I do watch parties all the time.
Now,
I found out.
I will say you and Michael both have very specific niche that you work in. You are in technology, both of you. So it makes sense that those things change, and that is going to be something that your audience is going to tell you, hey, that doesn't work anymore. Or, I can't find that icon. But when someone like me is doing an art project from 4 years ago, there's nothing except for the date of the video and maybe the quality of the video that says that it's 4 years ago versus I just made this art project yesterday.
Okay.
Unless they can't get the product anymore, maybe.
So in your case, you need to find out what search terms are bringing people to that video. So if let's say you did a landscape, I'm just going to say you did a tropical landscape, right? Okay. And you were showing off a product, or you were showing off a color combination, but your title of your video was tropical landscape. You're going your analytics. That's why analytics is so important. And you're going to see that people are coming to your video because they were searching for painting a tropical landscape, how to paint the tropics, or whatever. I'm just making up terms.
Right. No, that's good. That's exactly what we want to hear.
Okay. So then what would you do? You would do it. Maybe the first time you did it pink and green, the next time you're going to do it in blue and gold.
I see. I see. So you mixed it up a little bit so that way you're giving them new content that they're
Right.
obviously searching for, but yet you're not destroying the original content to begin with.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So this is the very important slide coming up, guys.
After this question, old school Patricia Tyler wants to know, what's your YouTube channel name, Eileen?
Patricia Tyler. It is Ileane Smith. That's Ileane. If you can just type in Ileane and you'll find me anywhere in the Google or on the YouTubes.
That's true.
Probably on the Facebooks too, but
That's true.
okay, so this is really important because this is what you guys know. Anything we do, even in life, you got to think about your mindset and what is it that you're going after. What is it that you're going after in your channel? Like, are you going after views or subscribers or monetization? Oh, you just want to build authority? Like if you want to build authority in a specific sector, or maybe it's like a local thing, you want to impress the people that are at the Chamber of Commerce or something like that, then you're not going to be worrying about getting a bunch of subscribers and getting a bunch of views. You're just trying to build your authority. You want people to know, I know how to speak on stage, hire me or whatever. Are you doing it just to provide value and to help people? And I know that Michael and I have done this for so long. We just want to help people. We don't want to see you out there struggling. But if you're going to drop a super chat, hello.
No, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's what this is all about, right?
Right. It could be just your personal development, like to just be able to get in front of the camera. Because I know not most of our crowd, but someone else may be watching that is just like, I'm not sure I feel confident being on live stream or whatever. Then you can also look at that, even though YouTube kind of separates the uploads from the live streams. Maybe you just want to focus on your live streams and the performance of your live streams. So, or maybe it's just all of the above.
There you go. And I think that brings out, oh my gosh, I can't even talk. But nowadays, in this day and time, that's even more important. I mean, people getting on screen, and I mean, they're more used to getting on screen too. So maybe it'll bring them out some too.
That's right. Okay. So now remember we saw those top 3 videos, right?
Okay. 1 second here. 1 second. Zara would like to know how to find the search terms. Did she miss this?
Okay.
You have not done that yet.
We did not miss it yet. Okay. All right. So now we might save that for the after, because Zara is.
Zara's a member.
Okay. Yep, Zara's a member. So if members remember, Tinkering with Tech membership allows you to come into the Backstage Pass, and you'll get to actually ask Eileen your personal questions there if we don't get to them during the show. So go ahead.
That's right.
Okay, so now we're drilling down into the video analytics because we saw those top 3 videos.
Oh,
right?
Look at there. Look at Chris. Jim. Excuse me. Chris and Jim.
701.
And it's 7-1.
That's the date.
That's the date. That's right. I love it.
Jim is so cool for doing that all the time. Thank you. Okay, so now we're looking at a specific video. All right. So here's where you're going to, like I said, you want to think about, do I care about my views here? We know that YouTube is very big on watch time. So when you're just looking at one video, you don't really have anything to compare it with, but you can just make a mental note. Oh, I got 320 hours of watch time on that video. Sounds like it's pretty good, right? But look, my subscribers. That's nice because this video just came out on May 17th. So I am trying to build my subscribers, right? Because you guys, like I told you earlier, I'm trying to reach that milestone.
Right.
That's just what I'm focused on. So I am going to try to put out Facebook videos as much as I possibly can Because everybody likes watching me do Facebook tutorials. I don't know why. And it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I realize that even if we don't, we went kicking and screaming, right? But we're there. And it has served the purpose of keeping us all united when other places have shut down. We're not naming any names. Google Plus, Blab. But so I know that I need to focus on the topic of Facebook and in addition to live streaming. Okay. So just keep those goals in mind. So next thing we're going to talk about is the reach. Now, I have drilled down into a report and sort of to answer a question. Is it okay if we talk about the question now, Heather? The first one?
Talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it was Ron who asked the question. Shout out to Ron. And he was talking about posting a video to Facebook versus uploading the video and being able to track it. You can track your traffic coming from Facebook. But here, like I said, what's your goal? To build up your YouTube or to build up your Facebook? So here in this report, you can see under reach that outside of YouTube, okay, because now I'm in a specific report that is external traffic, okay? External traffic. And this was really important for me, especially as I got these huge traffic surges coming from Google search when all these folks working from home and they don't have anything else to do except for sit there and say, how can I do this on Facebook? How can I do that on Facebook? And so my Facebook tutorials took off because of Google search. Like I was always getting traffic from Google on my channel, but it was huge. Okay. But I also got traffic from Facebook. So now here's the thing with Facebook, myself personally, I like to upload my videos to my Facebook page, not just on my profile or, in a group might be okay, but really it's my page. I want to maintain some type of traction on my page, but I can get traffic to YouTube using Facebook stories.
Oh, interesting.
And I do it.
How do you know they came from Facebook stories? Is this report here telling you it came specifically from your story?
No, but that's the only place I promote it. On Facebook.
Oh, so that's okay.
Because I upload my video. Like in Ron's question, I think he was saying that sometimes he posts the link and he doesn't know how to track the traffic. So he was just posting the link. Let's drill down into a specific video because it might be such a small number across your whole channel that you won't see it. But on a specific video, you can go into this reach tab, scroll down until you get to this external traffic report and see if Facebook shows up there. And for me, not only Facebook, but also Twitter and Pinterest. And yes, people say you can't get traffic from Pinterest. Oh, yes, you can.
Listen, that's my number 2, Pinterest. And I don't use Pinterest hardly at all in the last 2.5 or 3 years.
Well, Pinterest, which is...
That's insane to me.
Well, it's more like YouTube. It's very unlike Twitter and unlike Facebook. Things on Twitter and Facebook have a very short shelf life, a short time span. But something that you could have posted on Pinterest 5 years ago could still be sending traffic.
True.
Especially since you're in the craft. You have a craft audience, right?
Yeah. Roz is talking about her particular genre. This is perfect timing for her because her daily card spread on YouTube is simulcast on the Facebook page. And then she says this, it'll be interesting to see how my daily cards go on YouTube eventually, then into Facebook stories, ? Kind of.
Well, yeah. And like I said, you just got to decide which one do you want to If you just you're happy with growing both, then continue to do it that way. But if you say to yourself, right now, I want to focus on YouTube just for a little while, then what you could do in that scenario is have it live on both places, but you can let everybody know when the live is over, you got to go over to watch it on YouTube. So you can not take it down, but they call it expire. I wanted to use the right terminology. Facebook lets you expire videos or any post you post on Facebook. It could be a quote, a comment, or not a comment, text, whatever. If it's on your page,
sundown or something like that, or is that an old term?
Beg your pardon?
Sundown, or is that an old term?
Yeah, sunset, I think.
Yeah, sunset.
But yeah.
Something with the sun in it. There's sun in there somewhere.
I've never used it. I didn't even understand what that was. We're talking about YouTube analytics, and you just taught me something about something else. So I'm not surprised it's Miss Eileen.
Yeah, see, I don't, but I don't do it that way. As I mentioned, I will upload my videos to Facebook because Facebook loves video now because they want to beat YouTube. They can't, but they want to
put the same video on both platforms. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Well, actually, I do a little slight editing because at the end of my uploaded videos, I will have an end card. I use Roberto Blake's starter kit, and I have the end card that says, click here to watch these videos. But on Facebook, that doesn't work
on Facebook. Right.
Okay. Nobody ever gets to the end of your video on Facebook, honey. Let me tell you. That's a whole nother show. But it ain't gonna happen. But I don't want to have that at the end for anybody that actually does watch the whole thing, because maybe they were washing dishes and they couldn't go to the next thing. So in that case, I just edit the end of, and then also Facebook has a music library, just like YouTube has a music library. And I've never heard of anybody getting in trouble for using one or the other. But technically, you're not supposed to use Facebook's music on YouTube and vice versa. So, well, I don't know that YouTube cares. Facebook
YouTube doesn't care.
Facebook cares.
Yeah,
so
Facebook.
I will use different music on Facebook. And it's easy for me to do in the program that I use. I'm on a Mac, so I use ScreenFlow. So I just remove that music file and then put the other music in there. Mm-hmm. And I keep them in separate folders, so I know which one is which. Okay.
So on the reach section, I had a question since we're on that part of it. Mm-hmm. With there's like it's like a funnel looking thing.
Yeah.
What does that part of it mean?
That's click-through rate.
Okay. And that's the question that I had. Heather and I were kind of talking about this before.
Okay. So
talk to me about click-through rate. What does that even mean?
All right.
It's like, oh great, I got to skip over 15 slides.
I know.
No. I only have one more
We're
slide.
Already at 30 minutes now.
That's why I was debating, because I'm like, why don't I just do this one last slide? Then we can get off of slides. And so let me do that. Okay. Let me just
do that.
Go to this one last slide. There is another tool that I recommend for anybody who just wants to get in and get out and just find that little information that they want. And that is Morning Fame. Morning Fame. And it's Eileen.link/morning fame. Okay.
All right. Hang on. I'm going to ask you to, brother. Can you tell me that again? Can you just tell me that again?
Eileen.link.
How much did you
/morning fame.
Okay.
So it is, you get a free trial, but it is a paid tool, but it's very inexpensive. And, you know, I love me some TubeBuddy. Don't get me wrong. We're going to look at a TubeBuddy thing when we go to the actual website. But Morning Fame gives you, like, for me, I want to know what video gained me the most subscribers. Bam. All I have to do is come in here and I click on the subscribers gain. There's other things I could be looking at as of the views from visitors versus the views from subscribers or shares. So if I wanted to know where what videos got the most shares, I could click on that. But in this case, I know this one video. Remember, I told you they love my Facebook videos, guys. 167 subscribers from this one video about Facebook stories. Now I have more to say about that. So trust me, more videos will be coming out on that topic.
Wow. Interesting.
Okay. All right. So let's stop the screen share and then I will go over into my actual analytics.
It's
answer 2 questions.
So Roz says she's never heard of Morning Fame, so that was good that you popped that on there. Says, YouTube always flags my videos for music that is not in their catalog, even though I have the rights to use it. You're not alone there, Phil. That happens to a lot of us.
I would say just don't use it.
Yep.
Just don't use it. Just use their music, or it's because you got to prove that you got the rights. And by the time you do that, your video hasn't been monetized for 48 hours. Everybody's working from home. They've got their excuse why it's going to take them a week to look at your video and yada, yada, yada. Ain't nobody got no time for that.
Nobody got time for that. You said them. All right.
And I apologize that it's that way, but it's nothing I can do. All right. So we're on the reach. So let's answer Michael's question. We're on the reach tab. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, I just want you guys to know, do not get excited if you see big numbers here, because what's really important is the number of impressions. Right. So if you have low impressions, like I got 306,000 impressions. Okay. But let's say you only had like 5,000 impressions. Right? Which is typical, you know, I've been there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then this click-through rate is not as important because not that many people saw it. So not that many people could click, or maybe everybody that saw it is one of your subscribers or one of your friends. So that's why they all clicked. Okay. So this is what the click-through rate means. All the places that YouTube shows your thumbnail and someone sees it. It could be just in the subscription feed. It could be on the homepage if you should get to be so lucky. It could be suggested videos on the sidebar of someone else's video, just various places where your video can come up. Somebody's searching for a video and they see your video in the list of, you know, how many of our other videos rank for that term.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get discouraged, you know, like they tell you.
What's the number that you would like to see that at? Like, I mean, what 4.8%, that's good, or?
It's okay. It's okay. A lot of folks get more. It means I need to work more on my thumbnails. In fact, at one point,
that was my next question was, okay, then how do you improve it? These are the things I want to know. Don't just tell me these cool numbers and where to find them. I want to know what they mean and why.
Well, okay, that was 2 questions. Michael wanted to know what it meant. Okay, so your thumbnails. This is another reason why I love Morning Fame. Okay, I'm going to stop screen sharing because can you? Yeah, because I did. Morning Fame is going to email you every time you do a video, every video, whether it's a live stream or a recorded video. In 24 hours, they're going to email you and you're going to get to see your competition. So, for example, here's the video that I did yesterday, which is doing quite well. the StreamYard. The
It was a
mistakes.
great thumbnail, by the way. I was so intrigued by the thumbnail.
Thank you. I worked hard on it. Okay, but the proof is in the pudding, right?
Okay.
I love that my friends love it, right? But now this is where you got to take an honest look at yourself, because try to be objective, guys. And even Nico is the founder of Morning Fame, says, which thumbnail would you click?
Okay.
There's a lot of good thumbnails. So I got some stiff. There's some other videos that mine just wins hands down. There's no doubt. Okay. But I got some stiff competition here because we got StreamYard themselves with this intriguing how to go live, even though it doesn't talk about mobile. And we've got the one with StreamYard and Zoom. Maybe people won't click on that because my video is really about StreamYard mobile. So going live with StreamYard, Desiree Martinez, of course, she's got a great channel.
Oh yeah.
Nick Nimmin, a fantastic person to follow. In fact, I'm one of his channel members. Best live streaming software, though, that may turn some people off because they don't know if that's about StreamYard or not. Because this is the term, I'm going to highlight it, StreamYard mobile live streaming. Oh, no, that's the name of my video. I'm sorry. That's the name of my video. That's what I'm going after. But YouTube hasn't quite sorted that mobile live streaming out with StreamYard because StreamYard just released that, right? So they're just putting me next to other videos. All right. So this one at the bottom, that's okay. This one at the bottom is actually D. Nemmen's video about how to do it on Android, but that was the old way when it was a workaround. So I think I stand a good chance, but I do have some stiff competition here. So,
which is not bad though. That's a good thing though.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
what does it say in that email underneath all those images?
Okay,
It's like chances are,
Oh,
like the aim is to figure out which one mentally you would click on, right? Like we're not analyzing thumbnails like that. We're knee jerking when we click, right?
Right. So that's the point. That's the point, to just look at these thumbnails, and there is some text there to tell you what you should consider. But what I want you guys to do, if you ever sign up for Morning Fame and you get this email, just look and say, "Dang, which one do I want to click on? Like which one is like irresistible to me?" And actually, I did because I didn't know this was D. Nemmen's video because he usually has his face on it and all that.
Yeah.
But this one intrigued me, and this is the one that I clicked on. Like, whose video is that? And then I saw that it was D. Nemmen, and I was like, oh, yeah, I remember when he made that video.
Oh,
that's not the real deal. That's the workaround stuff. Okay. But yeah, so these emails from Morning Fame will save you so much time. Remember, I told you my
that's
goal
awesome.
was to get you in and out, because not only did it show me that comparison to let me know who my competition was, it also tells me for each of the tags in my video where I rank, like StreamYard mistakes, which is what I was going after. I wanted to be mobile, but I also wanted it to be the mistakes you make during mobile. And I'm ranking number one, StreamYard mobile mistakes, number one. I don't know that a lot of people are searching for that term yet, but they will be.
Interesting.
Okay. And then also, yeah. And videos with similar length. I never pay attention to this. Lengths of similar videos. I don't care. To me, that means nothing. Because I know me. But I know YouTube has a little chart like this as well. About video. How does your video compare? And it's in the retention graph. Your video compared to other videos. How are we on time, Michael?
You're great, whatever you want to do. But I mean, how much time we take of yours, because we definitely want to meet with our community afterward or whatever. But this is right. I love this. Okay. I love that Morning Fame thing or whatever.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's Morning Fame.
Now, is that a paid for service or?
Yes, you can get a free trial though, so you can check it out. Yeah. So, let's just
one last question is from Roz, the last question I've seen. Do you create a different thumbnail for every video, Eileen? So
absolutely. Absolutely.
I would wonder, do you change it based on what you've seen in your Morning Fame email?
Absolutely. I will, especially if I know that my video is really good and it's just like it's a sleeper. Nobody seems to be doing anything with it. And Morning Fame is good about telling you your lowest things as well, too. So let's see. Let's just look at shares really quickly. That's another thing, another reason why you should have different thumbnails. Because your followers, let's just say Twitter, okay? Your followers on Twitter, they see your thumbnail. If it's the same thumbnail, they think it's the same video. Like, why is this guy tweeting out the same video every week? Who cares? Right? So, I mean, and you've got to experiment with different styles like this one.
I want to have some similarity so that you have sort of like you've got some things that connect you to your own videos, right? So that people go, I want to see another one by her.
Yes.
That's okay too.
I've done that.
Do it in a way that they're all exactly the same and no one can differentiate.
But I've also experimented with not having my face on the video at all.
Oh.
And I use a stock image from, actually, I believe this one, I might be wrong, but Shopify actually has a library of free images. It's called Burst by Shopify. And I believe that's where I grabbed this one. And I've got 14,000 views on this video.
Wow.
And those are not my hands. And I did this thumbnail in PicMonkey, like super. It's not even a real, what they call a rule. It's where you have the white text and then you put the purple text on top of it. It's not even like, it's fake. It's a fake rule around that. So, but people love, in fact, I even thought about using the same image for a different video, but I was like, nah, I'll just leave that alone. And like this Twitch video, which is so popular, it was just a completely different design. In fact, long story short, my daughter used to have a web design. Shout out to my daughter, by the way, Nicole Purvey.
Awesome.
From Better Than Success, who is expecting next month.
Oh, congratulations.
Awesome.
But anyway, she used to have a designer on staff, and she's the one who designed this, so I can't take any credit for that.
Honestly, it looks a lot like it came directly from Twitch, so that might be why it gets a few more clicks too.
Yeah, it could be.
It's going to look official.
This one is all me, except I took the background. I mentioned earlier, Roberto Blake's starter kit. If you're really like, I just don't have any ideas, I have no skills with thumbnails. The only thing is with his kit, you can either use it with Canva or you can use it with Photoshop to, swap out the text, placeholder text and things that he has in there with yours. And that's my hand. I'm actually holding my phone there. I actually took my own picture and 8,000 views, so
Very cool.
You experiment, you experiment, but then you come into a tool like this and it easily shows you, the videos that are doing it. He even has like where he gives you a little trophy or he gives you a little check mark. And if it's not doing that well in a certain area, you don't really,
Oh, thank God it doesn't have like frowny faces or some horrible red X that makes
it did used to, and I think people complain, and he got rid of it. He got rid of it. So
I do know this.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, yep. All right. So there's
awesome.
Another thing you can do. So in order to get that,
look at that. Zara's already on it. She already got her first report. Check it out.
Wonderful.
Good job.
So so the bottom line is, if you've got a low click-through rate, or if you're trying to boost your click-through rate, and this is really just across the board, even if you never look at that funnel, always be trying to improve your click-through rate.
I was amazed. I changed the thumbnail. I had a video that was there for, it was still doing pretty good. I did it for, I didn't redo the video. I didn't do an update of the video. All I did is change the thumbnail, and I got a big spike. Not a big spike. I got a spike.
Right.
I got a spike, and I was like, oh my gosh. And it was just probably because I changed the thumbnail. Only they went back to watch. Some people may have gone back to watch and thought, kind of like what you did. I know that video. I've already seen that video or whatever. But
right.
but there's something about our eyes that catches that appeal to that. Like when you go to search something on YouTube, I want a new air fryer or something like that, and you go look at a list, which video. Sometimes you're not looking at which video. You just want to find the right one that's going to help you with that. Mm-hmm. Or how do I fix my lawnmower? You know, it doesn't matter. This particular model, you're just going to go and you're going to choose it. It doesn't really matter what the thumbnail is.
It just all depends upon the intent.
Exactly.
Because I'm glad you mentioned lawnmower, because my friend, Mr. Rodney, he has a lawn business. It's one of his many businesses. He has a lawn business, and I got him finally. He's got a smartphone, and now he can cast to the TV. And the first 2 days that he had that's all he did was watch lawnmower repair videos. But it had to be the lawnmower. It had. So he would click on the ones that had the picture of that lawn boy.
Oh, there you go.
He doesn't want to watch from some, they don't make lawn boys anymore, but I just found that out the other day, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, so it just all depends. And, remember, you've got all these different ways for people to see your videos.
Yeah.
Even because if you look at any video on YouTube, there's this person who was, maybe they were searching for something. Maybe they weren't. Maybe they just came over to YouTube. So you watch any video on YouTube, you're going to see suggested videos, and those suggestions are based on your watch history. They may have nothing to do with the video that you're currently watching. Okay. It's just that YouTube thinks they know you because they got a little algorithm, little AI going. They're like, I know Eileen wants to watch that video about sushi or whatever. Like, no, I do not want to watch that video. I'm going back to my subscription tab. That's why I subscribe. But, I'm different from most people. Most people will just go down a rabbit hole. And that's just what makes YouTube great. This is what makes, if you ever watch a video on Facebook, when that video is over, they serve you the lousiest. I don't even want to say the words. You want to just close out Facebook.
You get the very next one. You just get the very next one, whatever it is.
And it has nothing. It might not even be in your language.
That's right.
It's real pain. My grandma watches those videos. And then next thing you know, she's watching something, and like you said, it's in another language, and she's like, Heather, this thing has been on my iPad all day. I don't know what to do with it.
Right, exactly. And you don't want that kind of viewer on your video.
Very different.
So YouTube does it a much more intelligent way, and so in my opinion, and so we want to try to get a nice thumbnail, but also the title. And here's a pro tip. The words that are on your thumbnail do not need to match the words in your title.
That's a good point. That's a very
like the StreamYard video. All I say on there is StreamYard. But I have the graphic of the phone. And so hopefully people will put together that, yes, she's talking about StreamYard on the mobile.
That's awesome.
Okay. So
I want to say, Miss Eileen, thank you so much for your time. I swear, I knew it would be good, and I knew it's something. And I learn something every single time from you. I always do.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
I really do. I really do appreciate it, because it means a lot to me too, because I've been watching you forever. And now to actually have you here where you're doing stuff like this, and that actually something that could probably help me with some of my videos, just makes me, that's just awesome. I don't know how to say it more than that, but we're going to end this, folks. Come join us. Anybody that's a member can come join us in the backstage pass. We'll be over there for a little bit. You did an awesome job.
5 minutes, right? Will you give us at least 5 minutes over there?
Yeah. At least 5 minutes. Yeah.
Not in my jam.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. But we appreciate it. We appreciate you and all that you taught us today. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody. And I hope
Appreciate it.
See you in the backstage.
All right. See you there. All right. Thanks, Ball. Bye. Okay.